year 2. And I realised on my last maths video that I said good morning woodpeckers, and what I really should have said is good morning year 2. I just sometimes forget myself. Now I think I've started to become more familiar with Zoom, so hopefully this will be slightly better. I'm going to try and share my screen again. Let's do this because I am back today on MathsBot. Hopefully you can all see this. Aha, seems to be working. So I'm back on MathsBot, and this time I'm using the resources section again, and it's number frames. I wonder if anybody can tell their grown-ups or their siblings or whoever they're at home with what they notice about this. So pause the video now and tell the person next to you, what do you notice about this? They seem to be grouped, don't they? And we have a magic word for that in maths, and it begins with a You're quite correct. It is multiples. They are in groups of. Because it wouldn't really be an efficient use, that means a kind of a good use, a quick use of my time, to count like this. Hopefully you can see my arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would be there all day, particularly when we've got bigger numbers. So there's a really good use of maths, something we call multiples, and we count in groups. They are multiples. What are these number frames put into groups of? What am I looking at multiples of? Pause the video now and have a little chat with the person next to you. You're quite right. They're groups of 2. So this lesson, we're going to be focusing on counting in 2s, multiples of 2, and the 2 times table. All means the same thing, counting in those groups of 2. So let's have a little practice. And once we've done this together, we can do it a couple of times. And then after that, we might play a quick game, and you can have a game at home with the person next to you. So here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Fantastic. Let's have one more go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Brilliant stuff. You're all doing an amazing job with your counting. This will be super useful as we go on to that bigger maths throughout the rest of infant school and on to junior. So we're going to play a quick game now. I'm going to say a number, a multiple of 2, and you are going to tell me, so you might want to pause the video if you need a little thinking time, what the next number is afterwards. So for example, if I say the number 10, you're going to say the number 12. Fantastic. If I say the number 14, you're going to say the number 16. Brilliant. I'm going to do a few more and then you can have a go at home. 2, 4. Fantastic. 8. And the next number after 8 is 10. Brilliant. Pause the video now and have a little go. You can even get your bats out and you can ping numbers backwards and forwards. Little challenge for you. If you're feeling super confident with counting up, the numbers are getting greater, okay, forward in those numbers and those multiples of 2, have a go with subtracting, where you're subtracting by 2 every time and the numbers are getting lower. So you could challenge your mum and dad and say 8, and hopefully the answer they should say is 6. 2 less than 8 is 6. Fantastic. One of the things that we're going to do after our counting practice is have a go at our main activity. So hopefully you should still be able to see this. Fantastic, you can. So your grown-up is hopefully going to be able to use this format to be able to challenge you. So one of the things that we need to think about is when we haven't got resources and we haven't got these pictures, what can we use to help us in maths? And this is something that we really encourage you to do at school, which is drawing. And it's all about the language and drawing us to help us and support with that. There are 3 equal groups of 2 in each group. So 3 equal groups. How many circles do I need to draw? 3 equal groups. Well, I know there's 3 groups. So I'm going to draw my 3 groups, let's say. And there are 2 in each group. There are 2 in each group. And I've done some circles in each group. Fantastic. So I've drawn it. Oh, I can tick that off. Let's tick that. Then it says the addition. What was the addition symbol? Pause the video now and see if you can have a go at drawing the addition symbol. I'm just going to have a little go myself. Remember, there's 2 math symbols that look slightly similar, but they are different. I've got my groups of 2, and below it, I have got my addition symbol. Hopefully you can see that. And that means we're putting the numbers together, we're bonding the numbers together, and the answer, our whole number, is getting greater. It's getting bigger. Fantastic. So how many have I got in each group? Well, let's start by writing the number underneath. So I have 2 in each group, and I want to add them together. Now, hopefully lots of us have had that practice of counting. So hopefully we can do 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6 is equal to 6. That's the whole number. And we say that that is called the product. Let's stop the share so you can see this. You can see my dodgy 6 there, actually. Let's do a better one, Miss Dyer. So we say the product, that means the total amount. When we add all of this together, when I count all of these up together, the final amount is 6. But is this a really long-winded way of writing this as a calculation? Because I think it is. So again, pause the video now. Talk to your grown-up about another symbol that you think we can use, which makes this whole process a lot quicker when we're recording in maths. I'm going to have a little go on my whiteboard whilst you talk about it. So I've got halfway there, and hopefully you've paused and have a good discussion. I've got 3 groups of 2 are equal to 6. And guess what? There is a mathematical symbol, and well done to those of you that have just drawn that. It's this one. And we always say, in my class, this means groups, okay? We've got those 3 groups of 2, and they're equal to 6. I think Mr. McInnes just poked his head in there. That was a bit cheeky, wasn't it? So hopefully you can have a go at home at doing this today with your grown-ups. So I want your grown-ups to challenge you and say, I would like you to do 4 groups of 2 or 5 groups of 2. And you start off by drawing your groups. So how many groups do you have first? How many do you have in each group? We're focusing on 2, so hopefully it should be 2. Recording your addition and recording your multiplication calculation. This is multiples. And hopefully those of you that really want a challenge, okay, can have a go at writing this in lots of different ways. But I'm just going to park this thought for those of you that do want that extra challenge, because you can also talk about, let's move this up a little bit. And again, please only do this if you really are super confident with this. That means you can do it very, very quickly, because we need to be making sure that we're confident. Have a think about this symbol and what is it called, okay? I've written it as a calculation, and have a little look at that symbol. So if you do have a go at this and you are feeling super confident, I was going to say comment down below with what this symbol is called, what it means. Fantastic. And as always, if you want to message us in any of your work or post it on the class story, that would be fantastic. Big thumbs up. I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I will see you in our next maths lesson. Bye.